My LLs, my Lubar listeners, my fellow real estate enthusiasts and fellow real estate investors, and those of you who are just tuning in for the first time. Welcome back to the Lubari Real Estate Podcast, where we dive deep into the world of multifamily investing and the lessons it teaches us about life, growth, and resilience. All right, so today I want to talk about something we all face: loss, setbacks, and that heavy, almost soul-crushing pain that comes when a deal slips through your fingers, or when life just doesn't go the way you hoped. Because here's the truth: every missed deal, every closed door, and every moment that breaks your heart or tests your patience, it's shaping you. And if you listen closely, it's teaching you how to grow, how to pivot, and ultimately how to win in ways you never imagined. So let me paint you a picture. You've been chasing a property, maybe your first big multifamily acquisition, or a deal that just felt like destiny. You've done your due diligence, built your numbers, talked to your team, and even visualize yourself standing in that lobby, walking the halls, knowing this property is yours. And then poof, boom, pow, it's gone. Another investor swoops in, financing falls through, something beyond your control changes everything. Speaking from experience, your first reaction is pain. Some may go to anger or disappointment or regret. And that's natural. It hits hard, like a storm tearing through a calm sky. But in real estate, as in life, these storms are what teach us how to dance in the rain. They teach us patience, clarity, and resilience. Now, this is where the first lesson comes in. If you were paying attention last week, the first lesson is to detach from the outcome. In multifamily investing, as in life, attachment can blind us. It makes us chase deals we shouldn't, settle for terms we regret, or lose sight of the biggest picture. And instead, we should focus on the journey, the learning, the growth, the relationships you build, and the discipline you cultivate. Think of it like every setback is a guidepost instead of being a verdict. And every no, and no meaning N-O as in next opportunity, is a stepping stone toward the right yes. Next, you want to embrace accountability. Sometimes losing a deal isn't about the market or the bank or the other investor. Sometimes it's about us and our preparation, our decisions, or even our timing. Owning your part of the story is powerful. It transforms regret into insight. And insight is the currency that will carry you through the next opportunity, stronger and more prepared than ever. Now, here's the part most people miss. It's the fact that pain is transformative. Losing a deal feels like heartbreak. And in some ways, it is. It forces you to reflect on what truly matters, to reassess your strategy, and to refine not just your business instincts, but also your character. The lessons we learn in the pain, which are the patience, clarity, the humility, and the perseverance, are all the same ones that make us magnetic to the right opportunities, to the right partners, and to the right investments. because pain is temporary, but growth, that's permanent. I've never seen somebody ungrow. So what do you do when the sting of a lost deal hits? Here's 3 things. Number 1, pause and reflect. Don't rush into the next deal to soothe the pain. Instead, ask, what did I learn? Number 2, refine your process, whether that's your underwriting, your team, or your approach to brokers. Find one thing that you can improve in your processes. And number 3, keep your heart open and your focus sharp, because the next opportunity will come. And when it does, you'll be ready to recognize it, you'll be ready to seize it, and you'll be ready to make it yours. All right, so now we're going to move on to my favorite part of the podcast, where we talk about what real estate can do for you. And this weekend, man, I had a pretty good weekend. I did have a pretty good weekend. By the way, I found out I'm getting promoted. So, yeah, sweet. I made E6 starting 1 October. So, woohoo. Yeah, by the way, I don't like too much attention. So, yeah, I'm not having a promotion ceremony. I'm just going to pin on, and then I'm just going to continue operating and taking care of my soldiers and doing my job. That's all it is. So, yeah. Friday we had a team building event. We went bowling, had a great time. I lost miserably in the first game, but then won the second game. So yeah, that was fun. And then, geez, what did I do Saturday? Why am I drawing? Oh, Saturday. Me and my bro, we linked up and we went for a ride up into the Baltimore area, and we had an event to go to. It was for a motorcycle club, the Desert Knights. And man, they made us feel so welcome. We had a great time just meeting everyone. Most of them were vets and first responders. So of course we got along just well, sharing military experiences. They had free beer, and oh my goodness, the crab legs they had. Oh, they seasoned, excuse my French, but they seasoned the hell out them crabs. Man, they were delicious. We tore up a whole bag. There's about maybe like 10, 15 of them in there. Oh man, that was fantastic. I love that. And then after that, rode all the way down to DC and went to the Swingers Club. Now, wait a minute. Swingers Club is mini golf, okay? Mini golf, all right? That's the name of it, all right? Okay? So we celebrated my cousin Chris's birthday. By the way, it's his birthday today, but you guys will be hearing this tomorrow. So happy birthday, Chris. Love you, cuz. And also, Solomon, happy birthday to you, bro. Appreciate you. Love you, man. You're a great guy. And that's how Saturday went. On Sunday, another one of my cousins came up from Virginia, and we hung out, had a good time. Great conversation, a lot of catching up. And then we went to Fredericksburg, hung out with another cousin. More great times, just hanging out, and just had like a pretty chill Sunday. And now here we are, pressing the reset button on Monday and getting to work. Anyway, that's it. That's all I wanted to share. We're gonna go to the closing now. We're gonna go to the closing. Anyway, in real estate, as in life, the heart and the mind must work together. The pain of loss is real, but so is the power it gives you when you transform it into purpose. And I'm gonna need you guys to remember that every setback is not a failure. It's a lesson, a teacher, a guide toward the life and the investments you're meant to have. So the next time a deal slips through your fingers or life doesn't give you what you expected, remember, you are still moving forward. You're still learning. And in that growth, in that resilience, you are becoming unstoppable. And with that being said, Thank you all for joining me on this episode of the Lubari Real Estate Podcast. I want you all to keep building, keep learning, and keep at the front of your mind that even in the storm, your purpose shines brighter than ever. I love you all, and be blessed.